What's up guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. So in today's video, I'm finally going to be back and working on the mini bike. So today is a pretty big video and it's the first video since last summer. And in this video I have a lot to do and I'll go show you guys step by step. So let me just tell you a few things straight away. As you can see, the mini bike is very close to the ground, which is not very good because especially when I'm trying to take turns, sometimes the bottom of the frame scratches with the ground. So if you guys see these axle mounts here, my plan to do is cut this one off and the one on the other side. And with my teacher in school, I've built two custom mounts. So I'm going to go ahead and weld them in. And also, if you guys see this axle, it's pretty messed up. I'll show you what I mean. So this is my messed up axle. You see how bad it is? There's some tape on it. It broke down. I welded it up. I welded a nut up there. I don't know. This is really messed up. And it's very sketchy. And it's not meant to be on something that travels that fast. So what I'm going to do right now is show you the new axle. So here's the new axle. It's 1/2 inch thick. It's threaded on both sides. Here's the other nut for it. This axle is a lot more beefy and won't be breaking down anytime soon. And it won't bend because this is just straight up steel that in class I machined down on the lathe, and then with the help of my teacher we cut these threads on. The only issue is that this bearing inside this tire is only I think 7/16. It's pretty small and pretty crappy. And this won't fit in it. It doesn't fit. So what I'm going to have to do is also replace these bearings. And that is a lot of work. But thanks to my teacher, we made custom bearings in class. I'll show you what I mean. Here are the bearings. The bearing is about 1 inch thick. So we had to make this custom aluminum casing that is 1.25 inch, which is the diameter of the hole. And then the inner diameter of the bearing is perfect for this. It is exactly 1/2 inch, so that will work really well. So now I'm going to have to replace these bearings. Alright guys, so right now I'm going to go ahead and use the angle grinder. I cut these previous mounts off. The bearings were giving me too much trouble, so I'm going to move on from them and do this first. That one is cut perfect. That one needs a bit of work. I might grind it or I might just continue cutting properly. Alright guys, so I finally grinded all of these guys perfectly smooth, flat. Just check on this side. Like, took a lot of time. Look at all this dirt, dust. So these mounts are ready. There's a bolt on this side, and there's a nut on this side and a nut on that side. This is gonna get welded to the right side of the frame, the left side of the frame. The tire is gonna come in the middle. The sprocket, add some spacers on the left side and the right side. So yeah, that's all the work I'm gonna do for today. It's getting late. Alright guys, so after deciding a bunch where exactly to put the axle, I decided I'll give it 1 inch space from the bottom, which is represented by that brush. So I'm going to tack weld this side and then that side, make sure it's level, then push in those bearings. If you guys noticed, I did get the bearings out. I just had to smash it with a hammer so many times. It was annoying, painful, and that's why I didn't really record it. But the new bearings are sitting right here. Put some WD-40 on them just so they can slide easily because they are a bit tight. Might have to sand them. But before that, I'm going to go ahead weld this up so then you can get a good idea where the wheel should be and about the height and just see. Alright guys, so that's tacked in. I'm gonna put the sprocket on this and put the axle and just sit on the bike, see what it feels like, and then I'll go ahead and fully weld that up. So first, put these 6 bolts on and get this over with. Guys, I tack welded that in. It's a good height, honestly. It's about like 3 inches off the ground, and it feels pretty good. I can still comfortably touch the ground. They're tacked in. That's what it looks like. It looks really cool, honestly. So now I'm just gonna go fully weld the axle mounts in. Alright guys, so the mounts are fully welded in, all of them. The tire is on. The chain now is a little too short, and what sucks is that the engine is already fully backed out. So what I'm gonna have to do is either extend the chain or get rid of the engine, cut more slots, and slide it back even more. So guys, I got some new chain cut out. I forgot to film it. I'm sorry. It's like after school and I just rushed to get some work done here. So yeah, I kind of forgot to film. But basically, I counted the amount of links, marked it with a marker, put it on the device, and then cut the chain off with that angle grinder. So right after that, I started building some spacers. I measured the inside here, and it's about like 0.75 inches, 3/4, and I cut a spacer there, a spacer on this side, made sure the chain is lined up. As you can see, it spins smoothly, and I also made a spacer here because my axle is a little too long. So now I'm going to add this bolt, and I'm going to go tension the chain, and I guess we're done. We might give it a test run or just turn it on. Alright guys, so that's basically it for this week's video. We got quite a bit done, and we got the bike working. The chain is perfect, it doesn't fall off anymore. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe. There will be another video coming out shortly. Alright guys, see ya.